We are live. So F1 is back, at least in the form of TUF, practice race number 1. I don't know. There might be, or certainly there will be more practice races before the real season starts. So today we are at the not so good track that is China, and joining me today in the commentary box is Super Softy Spurgvato.
Hello! Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
And this track, I don't really like this track.
No.
It's
I hate it.
That's the main reason.
It's awful.
That's the main reason I'm right here, right now, commentating. But yeah,
for me too. Just hate. I don't like this track at all whatsoever.
Today we're seeing a lot of new faces, but also some of the. And there's a car spun. Someone has spun. I think that's Shayo. No, it's Dam.
No.
Yes,
Yeah,
Stam in the torso.
Nothing weird going on. He has that RPM lag now, for me at least, which is that it seems that he is driving on max RPM, or like he's flooring it all the time, and he's in second gear with 13,000 RPM, but that is definitely not the case. Do you have it? No, you do not have it.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
And, it's
Yeah, we have old faces and new faces. New faces in the form of lazy legs. I'm just gonna call it lazy legs or legs.
Yeah,
and,
legs is cool.
And right in front of him is Lightning Gasly.
Yeah.
Who is revving like a biatch.
Yeah, that is the thing with this this slag or whatever it is.
People starting their laps. Just gonna get the telemetry and details.
Ooh. My controller died. I'm sorry. Yeah, that is the lag that cars are RPMing like huge, but they actually in real life aren't.
Ooh, Sector 3. I think there was just some cars going slowly.
I think it's the queue. The guys are waiting to get on a hot lap. They you get a yellow flag usually. Two guys are out on softs, so that's I don't know if that. Oh, a moment with Captain Igloo there. Yeah, he almost hit one of the Force India, so that must be Foggy or Matthijs. Must be Matthijs, and that, I don't know who it was.
And medium pilot immediately shatters that time. 130.3. Rest in peace, Cat.
We have a Captain Igloo fan in the comments. Max Tilleman. I think it's Max still. I have a bit of an.
It's Max still.
It really does sound like Max still. The name at least. Hello, Max still.
It's the friendos, the Dutch friendos. It's always the Dutch.
It's always the Dutch. It feels weird for me to be as second or co-commentator, because I've been streaming so much lately, or at least on the last few weeks of 2017, F1 2017. I almost always streamed, and I was the main commentator, so to say. So it feels very weird for me to be here, and I can watch whatever I want to watch, and I can pause the game, I can watch the race director and stuff like that. I can even check on my phone if I get an important message. So I live that that job to you to be the director of the stream.
And there's Corey going a bit almost sideways at the well, it's not.
Yeah, that's a tricky corner. That's a
Yeah,
really
that's
tricky corner in this game.
the most annoying
that,
corner. The most annoying corner to drive, especially when you don't have enough downforce on the car.
Yeah. Corey coming in
And
into the pits at the same
there's
time.
some comments. John waving. Hello, John. I miss you.
Hello, John.
And again, a Dutch person, TUF NL. Hello to you too. And yes, Breezy, we have started on time. That's actually incredible. And I think that's Hamres in the chat.
Yeah,
Jesper Hamres.
even Breezy
Hey,
Rip and Run, if I remember correctly. You were Rip and Run. It's yeah, it's been a while since the last stream, so so these names are it takes a while before I remember who everyone is.
Is anyone on their lap?
It is Lazy Legs. Lazy Legs, I think, is, I don't know, like Foggy. Let's see. Detail. No, telemetry enabled. Lap data enabled.
Just noticed Fnatic already has retired. So I don't know. He probably hit the wall at some point. Missed that. Yeah, there's a lot of guys entering the pits as
Yeah.
As the short qualifying is 18 minutes this time in this game, so that's I think that's a good comeback. It was in 2016.
17 also.
2016 it was 18 minutes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And then the 12 minutes was introduced in 2017, which was appalling in my opinion.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think I didn't like it either. It was well, the thing is that you have three sets.
Mathis, a bit of spinning time. Carousel.
Yeah, it's the first corner.
First corner.
First corner always a bit tricky. Yeah, it's the thing is with 12 minutes is that you basically have 2 sets of tires to use, basically, and you have 3 sets to use. But now when you're in, you have 18 minutes, so basically you can use all those 3 softest sets if you like to, and that only gives you one set of the softest tire for the race, and that's a bit weird. And then that's not weird, but that's I don't like that, because if something's gonna happen, there's always good to have that extra softest set to have. And but actually I want to talk about this the new game, mostly this spectator mode, because there's a few good things and a few bad things. The best thing about it is that we can see how many laps the guys have driven on that tire they are wearing at the moment, and that's really good for us commentators to know and see and check how what's the situation with them. But a few bad things. One of them is that you can't look back on while you're spectating or to the sides. So you just have this one camera angle, and you don't see the fuel anymore. And that's a bit of a shame for me, I think. That's I don't like that you can't see how much fuel they're having.
Urban Run asking, so how are you finding the game so far, or is it too soon? No, it's not too soon. I've been driving, well, not so much the multiplayer. I've had 2 practice races today, and I've done a bit of online, in the form of online random lobbies, ranked, and yeah, I don't know, it's definitely better than 2017, but it still needs a bit of fixing, you know. Just
It does,
Codemasters
yeah.
needs to
Really
push them them updates.
Yeah, because well, of course, last year at this stage, we're now in patch 1.04. Last time this year it was.
Actually, sorry to interrupt, but Captain Glow improves 29.9. Wow, Jesus. I think that might be the end for the fighting of the pole.
Well, let's see. Let's see. You can never know.
Yes, of course, there's still Medium Pilot and Be Smooth who are very fast. Also, Pubster Randy as well.
And Dobby hasn't made a time yet.
Dobby hasn't even made a time yet, yeah.
And we have a new guy called Lightning Gasly. We don't know how fast he is, so he might be a wild card.
Yeah, I think he went.
About the new game.
I think he went wide at the last turn and missed his left.
I think with the new game that it's definitely better than F1 2017 was at this stage, and it has, of course, it's overall it's a better game, and it does have a lot to improve, but my opinion is that there should be a bit less patches than in the last game, because we had, I think it was 7 patches in 2 weeks or 1.5 week or something, a week and a half or something like that. But now we haven't got a single patch after the release date. So I think, or actually, well, I hope so, that they have that kind of that they really do check the patches and make the best of it. So there will be no new glitches coming into the game and new weird stuff. They fix one very small glitch that could be like there's no there is that glitch that if you're in a random online lobby, there's no names. You cannot see any names of the guys, the drivers. But the last game they fixed that, but then there was flying cars and cars starting on top of each other, and tires were like square, and just awful things like that just coming in after they try to fix one small little glitch. So I think they're fixing it at the moment, that they're checking the codes, a lot, just to make sure that there is no new glitches coming in as they fix something small. And that I do hope. Lightning Gasly is in P6, 9 tenths behind Captain Igloo. So that is, he is relatively fast. Yeah, I had no expectations. I didn't know at all how fast he is. And Corey has binned it in the entry